So you want your questions answered. We figured we would run it back and take it back to the old school with a good old-fashioned Q&A. In this episode, I will be answering all of your questions. Ask me anything. I'm here to support. Welcome to Believe in Fantasy Basketball. We believe every NBA fan should play fantasy basketball. So it's the holiday season. You know what I'm saying? It's festive up in this piece. And you know we had to come through and provide some value for our community. So if you are watching this on YouTube, on X, if you're watching a replay, wherever you are, I'm wishing you a blessed and happy holiday season to you and yours. Now, let's get right into some questions. First one's coming in from my man, Trezell Roan. What up, Trezell Roan? That is a killer name, man. I love that. He said, would you trade Harden for Ant in a 12-team points league? First of all, I'll start by saying this. I love James Harden for fantasy basketball. But watching your man Anthony Edwards the other night against the OKC Thunder, like willing his team to victory and just having an all-around awesome fantasy basketball game was very impressive to me. So I would say that I am I'm kind of torn on how high I am on James Harden when it comes to someone like Anthony Edwards who has that upside. So that's kind of a harder choice for me, but generally for points leagues right now, according to hashtag basketball, and I'll pull it up actually so we can kind of do it together. You can see your man is actually number 12. James Harden is number 12, and Anthony Edwards is down here at number 19. So for that reason, I would probably just hold James Harden. You know, even though it's probably not the popular move or the sexy move, is definitely something that I would probably want to do that. Okay, cool. Next question, and thank you for that, Trezell Roan. I appreciate you. If you have more questions, just go ahead and drop them joints right into the chat. Oh, we can adjust the size of the StreamYard is up in their game, yo. I can do the not the comments. Not the comments. Oh, not the comments. Oh, okay. I see you. I see you over here. Well, let me see. Let's go here. Let's go here. No, let's go here. Let's go here. I like that. All right, cool. Next question is from my main man, Tamsta, the hamster. What's good, my guy? Happy holidays. Happy holidays. All that good stuff. Tamsta the hamster says, what are your thoughts on Ware and KPJ rest of season for points? Considering Hero is out and Giannis is out, they seem to be doing very good. But obviously, their high usage guys are gone. Okay. So I was just looking at KPJ's numbers on this season, and he's killing right now. So I'll start by saying that. And I was high on him in the offseason. We were high as a channel. Big shout out to D-Mac, and Matty G, and also my man Leo Braga. Yeah, we were all high on him. Currently, he's number 32 for rankings, like actual per game rankings right now, where he stands statistically. He's number 32. So for me, KPJ is the kind of player that I'm holding on to with or without Giannis being banged up. I'm just going to hold on to him because he's been producing. Now, Kel'el Ware, it seems like his value increases when he gets the minutes, which is normal standard, right, for fantasy. But the issue that we're having is that Eric Spoelstra is not playing him consistently. So you'll have Kel'el Ware on your team. He'll put on like a 2 or 3 game run. He's playing like 26 minutes a game, 27 minutes a game. And then all of a sudden, Eric Spoelstra out the blue, no rhyme or reason to be like, let's give him 7 minutes, sit him down. And then your value is compromised. And then you question whether or not you should hold on to Kel'el Ware. So my recommendation for Khalil Ware, especially if you are in a winning position, right? So if, in fact, the hamster, you are winning and you have a winning record, then I would just ride out the Khalil Ware roller coaster. Now, if you on a struggle bus, huh? If you not cooking with hot bacon grease and things are looking questionable for you, then you got to make the decision to drop him when necessary so you can stream the right player. So it's not ideal, but it is what it is. Okay. So let's move to the next comment. Shish kebabs. This thing is moving all over the place. Okay, cool. After hamster, we got my man Trazel Rain giving a shout out. He says, "Thanks, bro. Love your advice." My brother, I appreciate you. Happy holidays to you and your family. Happy holidays. Man, let's go ahead and just put the reindeer ears on for y'all, man. Come on, man. You know how we do. You know how we do. You know how we do. We gotta get it popping. You know what I'm saying? Let me lower this a little bit so y'all can get the full effect. Tamster the hamster says, "Happy holidays. Happy holidays to you." All right. All right. Then we got my man Daniel Adelman. Daniel, my man. He says, "I was about to say that. What do you think about KPJ for Franz? Or should I move KPJ before Giannis comes back?" I'm assuming he meant back. All good. This is good. Now, first of all, I'll say this. I'll say I wouldn't trade my Franz Wagner for KPJ. If I had KPJ, would I buy low on Franz Wagner? I'll be open to that. Is KPJ a sell high right now? Him currently at 32, averaging 19.6 points per game, 4.2 rebounds, 7.6 assists, and 2.1 steals per game on the season. Mind you, he's only played 9 games, but 9 games is enough of a sample size to realize that the man is putting on. Now, I don't know how many of those 9 games he played without Giannis. That's worth noting. However, I would say that it smells like a sell high. And often in fantasy, if there's smoke, there's fire. So for that reason, I would be completely fine with moving on from your man KPJ and selling high. Okay. Thank you so much. My man, that's Daniel Adelman. Happy holidays, my brother. Thank you so much for pulling up. Next up, we got my man Dina. He says, "How's Fox rest of season looking when Wemby gets back his minutes?" Now, this one is a little harder because it seems as if just watching the Spurs, and for me, like, if you guys don't know, I am a unapologetic free agent. Just adjusting my seat here. I'm an unapologetic free agent when it comes to being a fan of a team, right? So this is my thing. This is what I do. Like, I'm a New Yorker. Been a New York Knicks fan for many years, a Brooklyn Nets fan for many years. Like, anything New York, I'm with. I'm a Giants fan to this day. Rangers, Islanders, Liberty, Mets, Yankees. I don't give a shit, soup puppy. Jets, huh? But for basketball, that Harden, KD, Kyrie situation just ruined it for me. And ever since then, I've been an unapologetic free agent until Wemby came to the league. And when Wemby came to the league, I've been getting closer and closer to wanting to be a Spurs fan, which sounds crazy for me saying it out loud, but I just need a reason. Just give me a reason, because I feel like for the next 10 or 15 years, I'm going to get in on something that's going to be very beneficial to my peace of mind as a basketball fan. With that said, De'Aaron Fox is no longer the De'Aaron Fox that we had in Sacramento. Not saying that he's bad, right? Rest of season projections, I can pull up really quick #basketball where they have him. And currently, they have him finishing at 26. They currently have him finishing rest of season at 26. His per game production, where he is right now, where his rankings are, where he ranks on a per game basis, on the other hand, where they're saying 26. Let me find. I'm scrolling down and I still look, they got him at 43. This is where he is right now, I should say. They don't got him. He got himself there. He's at 43 right now, right? So for me, rest of season, they're projecting that he's going to go be 26. He's currently at 43, and the math ain't mathing. It don't add up to me. I go by the eye test. I'm obviously in the fantasy basketball space. I'm an analyst. Like, this is what I do. I look at the numbers every single day. But what's more important to me than numbers, and I would recommend that you guys try to include this in the way you assess players, is the eye test. We can't just look at our fantasy apps and look at the numbers and be like, that's the story. The story is on the court. And when I watch San Antonio, it seems like De'Aaron Fox, that killer that we once knew from the Kings, has kind of conceded a bit and allowed Stephon Castle to kind of move into a bigger role. Even watching Devin Vassell the other night, it seemed like sometimes he was deferring to Vassell. So rest of season, I think where they are is a little ambitious. I don't think he'll finish at 26. I think he could finish in the mid-30s. And I think this might be an opportunity if he can string together some old school De'Aaron Fox games to see if you can sell high on him. So I'm not as high on De'Aaron Fox as I once was, but let's see how it all plays out. Again, this is a Ask Me Anything, and I got my first non-basketball question. I love this one. This is from Whoa Bertful. Whoa Bertful, thank you for this question. It's a really genuine question, and happy holidays to you and your family. So let's get into it. So what's my dream? I got a couple of them, right? But I want to keep it relevant for the audience. So I got like my personal stuff, like my family. Like I want my children to be happy and healthy and live long lives, right? I want my wife to achieve all of her goals and dreams. But when it comes to like what we're doing here, when it comes to like independent sports media, fantasy basketball, NBA, like fan-led content, what my dream is, and I don't think I've said this out loud in any space yet, but I'm going to say it here on the channel. Thank you to my man, Wolberful. We going into the new year. My birthday's on the 29th of December. My birthday's coming up. We're going into a new year. This is the 5th season of the Believe in Fantasy Basketball channel. I'm going to say it out loud. What my dream is to create a network of fan-led channels and podcast shows so we can serve every single team. And I want those shows to also have with them written content that supports them. And that's my dream. If you guys didn't know, we just started a brand new network called the Your Sports Media Network. This is something that I'm starting with a few creators. You can check them out at Your Knicks, Your Cavs, Your Mavs. These are the first shows. The Your Knicks, Your Cavs, and Your Mavs. Big shout out to my man Ethan, who hosts Your Mavs, my man Papa Left, who's an amazing host for Your Knicks, and of course, my man AP Jones for Your Cavs. So that's my dream, is to create a network for fan-led content. And if you guys want to support, please look into it. But that's the dream. Thank you so much for asking that. And again, Whoa Bertful, happy holidays. Next up, this one is for my man Ryan Bloom Raider. I'm going to call you Ryan. He says, what are your thoughts on Cam Spencer, Sadiq Bey, and Derek Queen? Are they good players for the long term or just short-term consistent production players? So I think this is a really good question. I'll start with Cam Spencer. I just covered him in a recent episode that I recorded tonight. And Cam Spencer is someone we addressed as a ride with the value kind of player, like add and drop is needed. He's only rostered in 23% of Yahoo leagues. And honestly, he's getting the minutes right now. He's started his last 5 games. In that stretch, he's averaging 19.4 points per game, 5.8 assists, 1.2 steals. And he's coming off the bench for the most part, but he's still averaging almost 30 minutes a game. So a player like Cam Spencer, I'm going to hold as needed, right? If he's my second worst player, if I need to drop him, I'm going to drop him. Sadiq Bey is kind of another story because Sadiq Bey, like his run has been out of this world. So for me, Sadiq Bey, I've been holding on to him. I think I had to drop him in one league because I was in a dogfight. If you're winning every week and you're winning by a considerable amount, especially in a points league, I would hold on to Sadiq Bey unless you need to break the emergency glass to grab somebody for that last couple of games because you're in a tight dogfight. Derek Queen, I'm holding Derek Queen, especially in Dynasty. If you're playing in a Dynasty format, Derek Queen, you have to roster him. But even in a season long situation, I'd probably hold Derek Queen as well. I think Cam Spencer, droppable when needed. Sadiq Bey is kind of fringe. I'd probably hold Derek Queen because the potential with him, if he really clicks and gets it together, then and can create that consistent production, like there's no telling how good the kid can be. But all of this depends on what your record is. If you're below 500 and you're on the struggle bus, all of these guys can go into the waiver wire bargain bin if you need to drop them. Great question. I appreciate you. And Ryan, happy holidays. Happy holidays, my guy. Next up, Tamster the Hamster says, thank you. Thank you for the question. This one is from Mordo. He says, where do you value LeBron and AD in a points league? Oh my God, let me get a drink. Oh, this one's gonna make me this one's gonna make me depressed. This one is gonna Mordor. I'm really sad that you asked me that. I'm like, the last thing I want to talk about is LeBron James. The last thing I want to talk about is LeBron James. He is stinking up the joint. Hot dog water with the brat worst residue. Dumpster juice village. It is painstakingly wicked what I've had to endure watching my man LeBron James this season. I'm like looking at this. I'm trying to find him, right? I'm like scrolling looking for him, but he's doing okay. So LeBron James currently, according to hashtag basketball default rankings, is 31, which is not too bad. Averaging 20.3 points per game, 5.6 rebounds, 7.1 assists. This is all not very LeBron-like. All of this is not LeBron-like. LeBron, this is not you, my guy. So where do I value him? I think in this area is fine. In that 32, 31 area, the concern that I have around LeBron James is that he's going to somehow end up sitting when you need him the most, right? There seems like there's a bit of load management happening with him. And yeah, I have concerns about LeBron James. So not so much just for the health, also for the fact that he's just not producing on what we've seen and known from him over the years. So concerned about LeBron. AD, not the same concerns, but still concerns. And his what we I think we lost our feed and then it came back. Okay, let's get back to it. Okay, so we were talking about AD and LeBron. I don't know how much of this got cut off, but I'm gonna finish up. I'll just recap on LeBron quickly. I have concerns about LeBron's production, and I also feel like there might be some load management stuff we need to be concerned with. But currently, he's at 31. For AD, on the other hand, he's currently producing at number 11, according to hashtag basketball, at 19.9 points per game, 11.2 rebounds, and he's also crushing it with 1.7 steals and 1.7 steals? No, my apologies. 1.7 blocks and 1.2 steals. So Anthony Davis is doing well. He's only played 13 games this season. The only concern I have about Anthony Davis' health is, can he sustain his health and will he be on the floor when he plays? I have all the confidence in the world in him. I would trade both of them jokers. Huh? I would trade both of those jokers in a heartbeat if they could string together some good games and I could get value for them. So I'm not married to either of those guys. All right, moving right along. Thank you so much, Mardo. Happy holidays. Next up, another one from Ryan. He says, will Nickeil Alexander-Walker still be a good asset despite Trae Young returning, or should I try to sell him high? I think the sell high window for him might be closing as Trae Young is getting ramped up, but I would definitely move him. Will he be he's not going to be as valuable, right? But he'll still have value. And for what you paid for him, which you likely got him off the waiver wire, it might be worth just holding him unless you can include him in some kind of a package deal to bring back a player that you are checking out. Next up, this one is from my man V Rain. What up, V Rain? Happy holidays. He says, do you think this trade is valid? I receive Şengün, okay, the Goon, Josh the Gidla Giddy. I'm assuming that's Jaylen Brown, not Bruce Brown. I give Luka, okay, Cat, not bad. DeAndre, Ayton, that is, to a free slot. This is an 18 points league. This is good. Man, this is good. Okay. First off, no. Once you start with, I give Luka, I say no. I'm not giving Luka. No. But I'm going to tell you why. Especially in an 8-teamer. So in an 8-team league, for me, I love to build a top-heavy roster. What do I mean? I want the bestest players in the league for fantasy. Players like Luka, players like SGA, players like Giannis. So what I would be looking at is saying, hey, I can't do Luka, Cat, and DeAndre, but I'll do you one. I'll do Cat and DeAndre. I'll give up my Cat and my DeAndre for your Şengün. In an 8-team league, you got to be okay with maybe overpaying a little bit to build up a top-heavy roster, because all you're going to have is an all-star team and no flexibility to play the waiver wire, which is going to give you the opportunity to stream and essentially fill slots and win your championship. So I'm trying to get heavier at the top, a little more nimble at the bottom, so I can play the streaming game, so I can get more players in than my opposition. So for me, I'm not trading Luka here, but I would be open to countering and being like, hey, I can't do Luka, but I'll give you Cat and DeAndre for Şengün. Okay, then I'll give you Cat and this other player for Şengün. And I would just keep moving players in and see if you can get a 2-for-1 for Şengün, because I want Şengün, but I'm not paying you Luka for Şengün. And V Rain, happy holidays to you. I appreciate you. Ryan says, I have both Kyrie Irving and DeJounte Murray stashed in my 2 IL spots. Are they expected to be back in January? Do you know? I just saw a report about DeJounte, and DeJounte's supposed to be coming back soon. I don't think he's going to be coming back in January, but I know Kyrie was targeting February to come back. So that could change. I would follow Shams Charania. He's a good one to follow. And also, if you're not a part of our community, you could join our community, and we have a gentleman in there who is like our injury updates specialist. He'll give you that info. All you have to do is visit believeinfantasy.com to join us for free. Okay, cool. After let me see. This is Ryan again. Ryan said it's for a 12-man fantasy league. Okay, same response. That's good. Mordo says, How do you value LeBron and AD in a points league? And if I were to trade LeBron for AD, would I need to add anything for AD? I spoke about them earlier. This is kind of making me depressed that I got to talk about LeBron as much for this fantasy season. I'm just he's killing me, man. I don't have him. No, I don't have him anywhere. But just watching his decline is starting to make me sad. But I'm not as high on LeBron for the rest of the season. I am high on AD if I want to gamble on him staying healthy. Would I trade if I trade LeBron for AD, should I add anything for AD? I would throw in a sweetener piece just to move the deal along. Like one of your bottom tier people, it's fine to add them in there just to move the deal along. And happy holidays to you. Who was that? That was Mordo. Happy holidays. Danielle Adamo says, what about KPJ for Keontae George? I would do that. I'll be open to that. Let me make sure. Let me take a look at these numbers. So KPJ currently performing at 32. Keontae's at 38. Keontae's averaging 24 points a game, 4 rebounds, 6.9 assists. KPJ's averaging 19.6 points, a lot lower, 4.2 rebounds, but 7.6 assists, 2.1 steals. I just really like Keontae, and I think that Keontae's path for consistency is a lot more stable than KPJ's, especially with Giannis out right now. So, yeah, I love that offer. It's a fair deal. I would take Keontae's side all day, every day, and tomorrow. Ryan says, is there a chance I can write my whole team into the comments and you rate it? For you, Ryan, it's the holidays. Listen, Ryan, it is the holidays. If you take the time to type in your whole team, I'm gonna rate your team. Like this, I promise you. If you type in your whole team, I will definitely rate your entire team. Like straight up. Like no diggity. Put it in there. Hey. Ryan dropped it. He's like, look, he's not playing. Ryan just put his team hole in the ice. So we're gonna go yes, no, maybe, and I'm gonna give you a 1 to 5 GOAT rating. Let's do it. John Morant. Heck to the no. I am out on Ja with the blicky in the nightclub Morant. James Harden, emphatic. Yes. DeMar. Not like us, DeRozan. They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. Yes. Pascal Siakam, reluctant. Yes. Chet Holmgren. Yes. Kevin Porter Jr. Yes. Norman Powell. Yes. Peyton Pritchard. Yes. Nickeil Alexander-Walker, I'm going to give you a maybe just because I don't know what it's going to look like once Trey gets ramped up. Derek Queen, maybe. The young man is a little inconsistent. Nasreen, maybe. Ryan Rollins, yes. Cam Spencer, waiver wire. Heck to the no. He's on a run right now. Rest of the season, I don't believe it. Irvin and Murray, because they're injured, I'm going to give them both maybes. You got a really solid squad here, Ryan. I'm going to give you a 4 out of 5 GOAT rating. Cover your ears. Not bad. Sanchez says, rate mine, please. Go ahead, drop yours in there. Happy holidays. Let's do it. Run that joint. Run that joint. Let me get back to these questions. This one's from Kobe. Kobe says, will AR regain his first round value once he comes back? What's your rest of season value prediction with Hero and JJ as well? So this is a lot. I'll start with AR-15. If AR-15 is healthy, I think he'll be in that top 20 category. He's just too good. I think for Hero, his injuries, like it's just too much for me, man. I don't know if he's going to be able to finish top 50. He might, but I think like that would be his ceiling, is like somewhere in the top 40, top 50. And Triple J, it's not happening for me. I think we've seen some good, like good games from him, but what we've seen from him in the early season is not favorable. And I don't think he'll be able to string together like consistent normal Triple J value. So for that reason, I have concerns and I'm kind of out on Triple J. And happy holidays to you, Kobe. The Mr. Ranger, happy holidays. Happy holidays to you. He says, wondering, what's the value of you said the E word? Did your man just say the E word? Did you say Embiid? Come on, ma. Come on, ma. Happy holidays. Wondering what the value of Embiid is in 12-man head-to-head 9-cat league. How can I put this? How you say hot dog water. That's his value. Yo, I am so out on Embiid, yo. It is heartbreaking. I have him in the Dynasty League. I don't care if you play in 9-cat, 8-cat, 10-cat, 12-cat, points league, high score league, lock in mode league, daily fantasy, weekly fantasy lock. I don't give a shit, Sue puppy. What type of league you in? I am out on Embiid. Out. So what's the value? Cold hot dog water. That is all. That is all. Thank you for your question, Mr. Ranger, and happy holidays to you, brother. Happy holidays. Okay. We got, what do you think about this trade? I get AD, Kada, Drummond. I gave Huff, Siakam, Powell. Thoughts on this trade? 9-cat, 12 team. This is a lot. So, when we have like 6 players in a deal, there's always going to be trouble, right? So this is a pretty big deal, but let's run through it. Drummond is kind of a non-factor for me. Kada is also waiver wire material. Huff has been on the waiver wire. Siakam, decent. Powell. So really, I look at this almost like you gave up Siakam and Powell for AD. So I think that's fair. I think that's a good deal. I take AD all day, every day. People are high on Siakam. I am not. So for me, I'm fine with this deal. And Law HQ 3 Ace SH. Happy holidays to you. Happy holidays. My man V Rain says, thank you, man. Happy holidays. And also happy birthday. Yeah. Yo, I normally don't get V Rain. I don't typically get hyped about birthdays, right? Like once you go past 30, it's like you ain't really got nothing to celebrate. You like, oh God, it's getting closer to 40. Oh God, getting closer to 50. Oh God, closer to 60. Like after 30, I stopped like looking forward to birthdays. But something about this year, I'm looking forward to it. Like me and my man, one of my friends moved down from New York and he lives in the area, and we're thinking about doing something like super manly for my birthday. Like I don't know if we're gonna throw axes or go to the golf range. We're gonna do something that's like overly masculine. Like I'm gonna go to medieval times and like something. Like, but I'm excited. So thank you for that, man. I think that might be my first early birthday wish. So thank you, my brother. Happy holidays to you. Okay. So Mr. Ranger's back. He says, has Amin been disappointing this season, in your opinion? I got him in the second round and he's untouchable at the moment, but very curious. So his current production, he is currently at, I want to say 30 something. Let me see. He's at 48 for points leagues. He's doing okay. Am I disappointed? Absolutely. I thought he would be a lot better than this, and a lot of people did. But I think he still is young enough where this might be next season might be the season that we thought he would have this year. And I'm disappointed, but I still think he's providing some value. He's not providing you second round value if you're playing in a points league. And depending if you're playing in a 9-cat, depending on if you're punting certain categories, he might be more valuable. But I just think, for a points league player where we drafted him, I'm a little disappointed. Kanashev says, should I drop Porzingis in an ESPN 10 team points league? If you can avoid dropping him, I would. When KP plays, he puts on for the city. No, he is not playing consistently right now, so that's a concern, but only if you're in desperation mode where I drop him. Ryan says, here is my 12-team roster. I just did that, so that's late. Well, I mean, I was early. I just went to grab that. No problem. Kanchez says, rate mine, please. Pinoy Kid says, DeRozan and CJ for J-Dub. Which side wins? I would say the J-Dub side. This is Connor has his team. So let's go ahead and do this. Remember, guys, I'm going to do yes, no, maybes for each player, and then we'll give them a 1 to 5 GOAT rating. Okay, LeBron, maybe. Josh, the Gidla, Giddy, emphatic, yes. Scotty Too Hottie Barnes, yes. Keontae George, yes. Keyshawn George, yes. Ryan Rollins, yes. Porzingis. Heck to the no. I am out on Porzingis. Sabonis. Heck to the no. I am out on Sabonis. Booker. Reluctant. Yes, he's underperforming. Zion. Maybe. Maybe the biggest maybe in fantasy basketball. Cooper Flag. Yes. Jarrett Allen. Maybe. J-Dub. Yes. IR Kyrie. Love that stash. Yes. I'm going to give you a 3 out of 5 GOAT rating. Great team. Great team. Mr. Ranger shedding some tears and laughing. That's the story of my life. Ryan says, you're the man. I really appreciate you. I've been trying to find someone reliable to help me with my fantasy basketball team, just like I have for football. Glad I found your page. Happy holidays. Ryan, that warms my heart. Like, sincerely, my guy. Make sure you join our community. Like, this is a huge signal. If you are not in there, we have 2,000 and change, like over 2,000 fantasy basketball sickos in our Discord. So they'll like answer your questions. They'll help you in real time. I'm in there. We also have experts. And then we also have the MVP. And the MVP is something that, you know, I'm not like trying to sell y'all anything. The main thing for me is I want to make sure that we're providing value. And the MVP for those who want to support the channel, right? So somebody's like, hey, I do well for myself. I want to support this channel because I love what you guys are doing. This is how we keep this thing going. So the MVP would get you access to me. It would also get you access to all of our experts. We got D-Mac, we got Matty G, we got my man Leo B. We also have my man Antec. You know, we got a bunch of experts in there. You also get priority DM and email responses from me, and you get access if you're on Substack, where we host a newsletter with over 5,000 subscribers. We have a chat there that you would have access to that chat, so you can reach out to me directly. So join the free community, Believe in Fantasy. But if you want to get easy access to me, and this is for anybody, consider becoming a MVP community member. That would mean a lot to us. Okay, let's keep it going because I want to make sure we finish this in at least an hour, and I don't want to leave any questions unanswered. With that said, this one is from John. He says, I'm about to drop Mark Williams and Isaiah Hartenstein. Why? What's that? You good? Like, what's up? That's like, John ain't even asking a question. He just sounds frustrated. He was just like, nah, man. I'm dropping Mark Williams. Forget that. I'm dropping Mark Williams and I'm dropping Isaiah Hartenstein. Take that. Take that. Like, I want to drop Mark Williams too, but I'm not going to do it right now. If you're in desperation mode, I wouldn't even be mad at it, to be quite honest. So I'm not going to question you, my guy. John is like straight to the point. He's like, nope, I'm dropping them. Love it. Kobe says, rate mine too. Dang. 20 team 9 cat. Good God. That's crazy. You good? What's your family life like? Dang. You said 20 team 9 cat. I got you, Kobe. Let's get it. Trey Young, I'm assuming. Maybe. AR, yes. Triple J. Heck to the no. Aiton. Maybe. Keyshawn, yes. Khan, yes. Kaminga. Heck to the nah. Moody, nope. Smart, maybe. Queen, maybe. Streamers, Sheed, TSJ, Sheed, maybe. TSJ, maybe. IL, Hero, yes. Aubrey, maybe. Currently 20th due to injury. Shaking my head. I'm shaking my head too. It's harder to rate a 20 team on the strength. It's the holidays. I'm gonna give you a 3 out of 5 GOAT rating. I'm not gonna give you the two. I was thinking about giving you the two. I'm not even gonna give you the two, my guy. I'm gonna give you the 3. So there you have it. Ryan says I also try to package Morant and Nah for a solid player. If you could move John Morant, you are a magician. Because ain't no way in hell I'm taking John Morant in the deal. They could throw in Nah, y'all, hee haw, whoever. Ain't no way in hell I'm taking John Morant. if you could move John Morant right now, the value, the stocks are low. Huh? Your man is out here looking like some cryptocurrency. He looking like some Bitcoin. Your man is not cooking. I'm sorry. I'm out on John Morant. V Rain says, so I'm gonna rate V Rain's team. Luca, yes. Mikhail, yes. Wiggins, maybe. Cat, yes. Okongwu, yes. Keyshawn, yes. DeRozan, yes. Flag, yes. Avdia, yes. Derek White, yes. Suggs, maybe. Paolo, maybe. Just because he's been so up and down. I still like Paolo. Hartenstein, maybe. DeAndre, maybe. 18 points league, 8-0 LOL. That's why I asked about the Luca trade. No, hold Luca. I'm going to give you a 4 out of 5 GOAT rating. You are crushing, my guy. V Rain says, I'm glad to hear this year feels different for you. I'm happy for you, man. Enjoy the birthday. Thank you so much, my brother. Oh, Fem Sports Journal in the house. Yo, my sports stackers community. That's when you know you are doing God's work. I'm just letting God operate right now. Fem Sports Journal. This is a first. If y'all didn't know, we started in December 1st, we started a new community for sports creators. So if you ever wanted to be a sports creator and you're just like, how do I start? What do I do? I was thinking to myself, I was in Target the other day and I was just in line and I was just like, man, I wish there was a way I could just do some content to end the year strong. I want to do like some content sprint and I want to see if anybody wants to join me. So November 23rd, while I was at Target, I sent this message out on Substack and people surprisingly were like, I'll do it. Let's do it together. 1 turned to 2, 2 turned to 4, 4 turned to 8. And now we're at like, I want to say Fib Sports Journal. I think we're at like 154 subscribers in like, 21 days, which to me, I understand social. Like this is my space. That those are amazing signals and numbers for all of the subscribers to be like the same audience. Like everyone's a sports writer. So Fem Sports Journal is from that community. And this is the first time I've seen anyone from that community show up here. So I'm super grateful for you, man. Happy holidays. That warms my heart. Mr. Ranger says, thank you, brother. Always nice to have a second mind. Keyshawn was a steal. No, you killed with Keyshawn, my guy. David says, is KPJ a sell high or a hold and sleeper lock-in 10 team? If sell, who would you target? So you won't be able to get big names for KPJ, but you will be able to get value. And I think he is a sell high, especially with Giannis being in and out. I think if you could pull off, like somebody earlier says, Keontae George, I'd be open to that. De'Aaron Fox, I'd be open to that. Jalen Williams, Derek White, I'll be open to players like that. Conachez says, thank you. Happy holidays, my brother. And happy holidays to you too, David. I don't think I said that. Happy holidays to you as well. Mardo says, what do you value AD and LeBron in the points league? I've already answered that. Not as high on LeBron, and AD, if healthy, I'm very high on. This one is another. This is a question. I thought it was a rate my team. So Ant Mello Ja, Knipple, Nah, McDaniels, Keyshawn, Mark, Carrington, Reno, Fears, Coward, Kaysen, Jalen, Green, and the IR about to go 4 to 5 first year doing fantasy. What should I do? I think you hold. I think this is a really good team. I don't think you need to go do anything. No one's going to try to get Ja Morant from you. Nobody's going to try to get LaMelo Ball from you. Just hold and kind of ride it out. But you have a decent squad, man. You're doing good. David says, I answered that one already. David David spamming. David like, I need my answer. I answered you once. I'm gonna ask you again. I've already answered that. All good. Okay, cool. This one is from 2 times Prodigy. Happy holidays, 2 times. He says, I'm in a 12-team ESPN points league. I have Trae Young, Tyrese Maxey, Keegan Murray, Jokic, Curry, AD, Paolo, D Book, Sharp. Did y'all see that dunk that Sharp did? Hold up. Oh my God. I might have to pull it up. Did y'all see that dunk that he did on Russell Westbrook? Your man was like, he went up and Westbrook like put his forearm up and your man leaned like this. He was like straight like Superman. It was nasty, yo. Sharp, Matherin, Queen, Ryan, Nimhard. Who should I trade for and rate my team? Man, you just won everything. He said, tell me who should I trade for and tell me and rate my team for me. You know what? It's the holidays, so you know I got you. Let's get it. Okay. So Trae Young, yes. Maxey, yes. Keegan, yes. Jokic, yes. Curry, yes. AD, yes. Paolo, maybe. Just because he's been a little up and down. D-Book, reluctant. Yes, he's underperforming. Sharp, yes. Matherin, maybe. Derek Queen, maybe. Ryan Nimhard, maybe. I'm going to give you a 4 out of 5 GOAT rating. Very solid squad. Who should you trade for? For me, I'm always like trying to trade up. So if you could somehow package, you got everybody, man. You got Tyrese Maxey and Jokic. Like, you good. You ain't got to trade up nothing. Just hold. I think you're going to be okay. I think you're going to be okay. Corey says, what up, man? So happy to see you here after a few weeks off. Yo, Corey, I'm going to address that. Thank you for bringing that up. So, the live streams, the live recordings were getting to be a little difficult because I was managing, like, how can I show up online for the live audience and how can I also record our episodes for the week? And about 2 or 3 weeks ago, I was just like, I need to focus on getting the episodes out for the week because we secured a sponsor and I wanted to make sure I could get the content out for the sponsor. So now what I like to do, Corey, is when I do live streams, they're just going to be for the Q&A. So I don't want to do the whole like, hey, I'm recording the show. I'm not going to be able to engage with you or answer your questions until the end. So people are like in the studio audience waiting to answer their ask their questions. Like, nah, that don't sit well with me. So if I pull up for live streams in season, like during the off season, it's different because we're doing the mock drafts and stuff. But during the season, if I pull up for a live stream moving forward, it's just going to be a live stream. It's just going to be a live stream. And I'm just going to answer as many questions as I can in an hour. Like an hour is my limit. I got a family. I got to go edit the videos. There's football on. I'm in the daggone fantasy football semifinals in 2 of my leagues, 2 out of 3 leagues. Like, I got to win this year. Like, if I don't win a championship in fantasy football this year, I might quit fantasy football. Like, I'm that close. My man, the professor, has won in one of our leagues. We have a dynasty league. I think we've had the league. This is going on the 5th year. He got 3 of the 4 championships, and I'm facing him this week, and it's a close battle, and we both have a player on Monday night. I have Jonathan Taylor. He has Christian McCaffrey, and I'm up by like 12 points or something. So it's like I'm stressed. So with all of that said, I'm going to continue to do live streams that are just Q&As. Thank you, Corey. I appreciate you. And happy holidays, Corey. He says MVP chat is where it at. Corey is a member of the MVP. Pull up, yo. Pull up. Please join. We can help in so many ways. Man, Corey, I appreciate you, man. I love that. Sorry to spam. No, all good. David, I'm just joking, my guy. You are all good. You are safe. We appreciate you. We got nothing but love for you. If you can, please consider joining our community at believeinfantasy.com. All good. All good. All good. All good. ZEQECM says, what do you think about Bam for the rest of the season in ESPN Points League? I have concerns about Bam, man. I want to see Bam do well. He's currently at 41, averaging 18.5 points per game, 9.4 rebounds, 2.5 assists, 1 block, 1 steal, 1.9 turnovers. Bam is Bam. Bam is Bamming, right? But like that's just not enough for me, especially where we thought he would be. Like Jimmy Butler left town, you think that he would step it up, but he really hasn't like crossed that threshold. So where do I see him rest of the season? I think this is fair for him. I think like bottom of the top 50 is a good assessment for him, but I hope that he does more than that. Corey says you selling some of that Believe merch. So these exclusive joints, these joints, these are embroidered, so I can only get these made, but I can get those special orders. Now, on our YouTube page, we do have some merch available. I've been thinking about pushing the merch more. We haven't done in the last last 2 years, we really haven't sold any merch. We've been using it more as like a motivating thing, like to motivate the audience. So if you guys want to, I can give away some merch. Let me know if that's what you're interested in. But if you guys want me to create some new merch, just let me know and I'll design some. But these joints are exclusive. These are just for work. But if you guys want me to like find a way to create some of those, I'd be open to it. Mars Audio says, sorry that I spam. No, it's all good, my guy. All good, man. I understand we got on YouTube, we're doing a vertical live stream and we're doing the horizontal one too. So all good. I understand it's new and kind of wonky. Corey says, so glad I got to watch that interview with Don't Quote Me. Your background is so interesting. Corey, you saw the Don't Quote Me interview? Yo, somebody drop that in the chat. Can we drop that in the chat? Corey, can you drop that in the chat for me? That would mean a lot to me. Yeah, I did an interview with Don't Quote Me. I don't know if you guys if you know Don't Quote Me, but it's a pretty popular podcast for hip hop, and they had me on not just to talk about fantasy. We did talk about fantasy, but we also talked about my background from like music and also all of the stuff I'm doing as a TEDx speaker and as an author. My book, Social Media Sync, recently won some awards, so I'm really excited about that. But yeah, like it's kind of cool finally seeing my work with fantasy kind of intersecting with some of the other things I've done. So Corey, thank you for mentioning that, man. That means a lot to me. Scav 21 Scav says, is Zion worth going after in a points league format? I'm thinking I can get him pretty cheap, but not sure if it's even worth it. It depends how cheap. So if you throw in crumbs and get him back, it's worth the risk. I'm not paying anything substantial for Zion. No. Thoughts. I got a lot of thoughts. Did those have another piece to that? Let me go back up. Nope. Just thoughts. I thought I was going to be rich by now. I'm not, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm going to say the E word again. Oh, hell no. Oh, my God. Let me get. Mr. Ranger, you're pushing me to my limit. Come on, man. We're going to answer it, though. Currently 3-6 and 9 cat 12 team league of mine. I got offered Embiid. I offered Embiid for some bonus. Do I take it even though I'm 3 games below 500? Man, that's just all the way wrong. It's like you asked me, yo, do you want me? Yo, they came to the market. They came to the bazaar. Your man tried to trade me a 2-legged donkey. Lord, forgive me. He tried to trade me a 2-legged donkey for a 3-eyed camel. Like, yo, get out of here. Yo, I don't want to do no deals with Embiid or Sabonis. I'm messing with you, Mr. Ranger. You 3 games below 500. So for me at this point, I'm going to just say follow your gut. Me personally, I would hold Sabonis because I have more faith in Sabonis when healthy than I have in Embiid at all, because I know Embiid is just going to be an emotional roller coaster, and I don't want anything to do with that. It's funny. Ryan says, I joined your channel, man. I got your website, and I'm excited to use it going forward. Thanks, and have a great night. Happy holidays, Ryan. That's worth it, man. That was worth this whole live stream to have a new community member. Mr. Ranger said, thanks. I don't want to take too much of your time. It's all good, my guy. We here. He says, hope you enjoy time with the fam. I will. My parents are coming down to visit me for the first time ever. They come into my home, my house. They never seen my house before, so I'm really excited about that. So, yep, we're pumped. Corey says, check this out. David says, rate my team. I'll rate your team before we get out of here, David. Just drop it in there. Corey says, I'll put your life into perspective. It'll put your life into perspective. Great stuff out there, Robin. Robin's background. Appreciate you. All right, David, I'm going to rate this team. Sleeper lock-in mode. My favorite. I love Sleeper. I love Sleeper. I love Sleeper. What? People be hating on Sleeper. I love Sleeper. I'll say it again. I love Sleeper. I love Yahoo High Score. I love ESPN. And I love Sleeper. Yahoo's okay. Fantrax, I'm not even going to curse on record, but FOH, out of here. I am not messing with Fantrax. I am on the record. I am not messing with Fantrax. Out on Fantrax. Out on Fantrax. Okay, so let's rate your team. Giddy, yes. Keyshawn, yes. SGA, yes. Flag, yes. KD, yes. Okongwu, yes. Vucevic, maybe. Miles Turner, heck to the no. I am out on Miles Turner. Mikal Bridges, yes. KPJ, yes. Dyson Daniels, yes. Trey Murphy, yes. LeBron, maybe. Denny, Baby Jordan Avdia, yes. Alex Sarr, yes. I'm going to give you a solid, emphatic 4 out of 5 GOAT rating. Killed with that draft. Any thoughts on Porzingis? Would he be done for the season? You just got to be patient with Porzingis, Mars Audio, and happy holidays to you. I just got to be patient. Hopefully you remember my name, but who should I trade for Kawhi? 2 times prodigy. Who should I trade for Kawhi? I mean, it depends who you have. You know, it depends who you have. Like, that's a really tough one for me to answer. If you're trading for Kawhi, if you have Kawhi and you're trying to move him, I'm trying to get players like Booker, maybe Jamal Murray, stuff like that. Dose says Ja and Ingram for Robinson, Keon G, and Brandon Miller. I don't know. I'm holding Ingram. I'm holding Ingram at this point. Ja Morant, I don't know if you'll be able to move him, but I'm holding Ingram. Dose says 5-3. Good job. Points league. All right. Mr. Ranger says, laughing my butt off. That's funny to me. Yeah, I was cracking up on your last one. I would think it was the Embiid one, right? I'm just clowning, man. Just trying to have some fun. Okay. Jack says, I made a trade in ESPN points. Jalen Johnson and Trey Murphy for Garland and Giddy. I thought long-term I was winning. Oh. Long-term, you're winning if Jalen Johnson doesn't stay healthy. If Jalen Johnson stays healthy, you might have traded away a top 10 player. I would say that Giddy might be able to be a top 10 player as well, especially in a points league. So don't beat yourself up too bad. But anybody out there with Jalen Johnson, hold Jalen Johnson unless you can get the following players involved in the deal. Jokic, SGA, Giannis, Wemby, Maxey, Cunningham, maybe Şengün. But I love Jalen Johnson this season. The link of Don't Quote Me. Oh, thank you so much for sharing that link. Check that interview out, y'all. V Rain says, any recommendations I can get if I sell Cat Hardenstein combined? I mean, you could shoot for the stars with that. You could probably get like a nice maybe one of the bottom tier first rounders. Like you could ask for like a Anthony Davis, a Donovan Mitchell, a Shingun. But I would rather just hold Cat. Cat, I think, is a little too valuable to be including in a 2-for-1. You might want to do a 2-for-2 type of deal. You know what I mean? But yeah, I would probably hold Cat. Okay, we're gonna be finishing up soon, so I'll try to do a few more before we get out of here. Another offer was KPJ and Leonard for Giannis. I would do that. I would take Giannis. Pascal Siakam a shutdown risk at the end of the season? I don't think so. I think he'll continue to play. Tantalion says, appreciate you hopping on to chat with us, man. I'm in a weekly lineup 9-cat league. Who would you start this week between LaMelo, probable for Monday, 3 games, Kobe White, 3 games, or Queen, 4 games? Yeah, if White has a clean slate of health, I'll probably go White. Queen, as much as I like Queen, he's just so questionable. And LaMelo, come on, man. I'm scared of LaMelo. As much as I love him for a weekly lock league, I would have some concerns. So I might do Kobe White there. Mardo says, what do you think Trey Murphy and LeBron? What do you think Trey Murphy and LeBron for AD or Cat in points leagues? I think Trey Murphy and LeBron for AD might be a little bit too much. Yeah. For Cat, if we're talking Karl Anthony Towns, I think that might be a little more fair. But yeah, I think that might be. Actually, no, I don't even think that's more fair. My apologies. I think both of those are overpays to get AD or Cat. For Murphy and LeBron, I just think it's an overpay. Cool. All right. So we're coming down to the end of the stream. I wanted to quickly take time to get all of this stuff off my daggone screen before I go any further. Jeez Louise, it's like everything's on the screen. Cool. All right. I want to quickly take time to thank you guys for an amazing 2025. If you're new around here, we're grateful to have you. If you've been with us for a while, we're grateful for your support. Don't forget, play the waivers, set your lineups, and believe in fantasy. Happy holidays.